I got the police here at City Hall. It's, I think about 8 cars. Kurt was in hand. Put the canopy up. Back up last night. That's what we're working with. Here we go. Can I go around and get the names of cops? I just want to get the names of cops.
Right now you're violating rights. That's not what's going on. Yes, it is.
Time, place, and manner. We have the right to dictate time, place, and manner.
No, you don't.
It's called case law.
No,
time,
it's
place,
not.
and manner.
Case law is not written law. Case law precedent and case law is not written law.
Alright, you have some kind of emergency that you require police intervention right now.
Why did you come here? Is it not an emergency?
Taking down the illegal structures that were erected on City Hall.
Is this an emergency though?
You have an emergency? What's your emergency?
Is it D1? D1. What's up, Gambini? How you doing? Chaucer? Chaucer? That's how you say it? Chaucer? Here we go. Jordan, nice to see you in the daylight. Are you gonna yank me out of a car and sit on my head like you did the guy over there? Remember his name? Remember his name when you beat him up? You remember that? When you threatened to tase him for just being a black man in the passenger seat, but somehow he got charged with driving without a license. You remember that? I think I recorded it when I was right over there when you yanked him out of the car when he was in the passenger seat and he got charged with not driving without a license in a parked car that was turned off in a parking lot in the passenger seat because he was a black man. You yanked him out of the car, threatened to tase him, threw him on the ground, and tried to sat on his head. Oh, Jordan, you're gonna lose this one. You're gonna lose this one, Jordan. Jordan, you're gonna lose this one. I'm good, I'm safe, I'm not breaking no laws, or we're not doing nothing. We're good. Jordan, you're gonna lose this one too, Jordan. Look at what they got to tore down the canopy. Look at what they got. Look at what they got at 7 in the morning to tear down the canopy. Polar vortex. This is what they got to tear down the canopy. Kurt.
They don't follow me. That shows how little you know about things.
Kurt, I got some questions for you. Kurt, I got some questions for you. What are you gonna do? Why is this not an emergency? Is this not an emergency? Why is the D2 commander out here for a non-emergency then? Go ahead, answer me that one. It's not your
Office with a stack of papers.
D2 commander.
Is that what leaders do? They hide behind their...
I heard that when they passed that police bill. I heard when they passed that police bill on East West Department City Market.
And that man will not come down from
Look at what they got out here. We're everybody good, everybody safe. I'm not breaking no laws. It's gonna be negative 15, negative 10, negative 8 degrees. It's gonna be the negatives at night. These 10 days. This is what your police department's doing. This is where your tax money's going to at 7 in the morning. Stop bringing up this shit that I can't have no contact with the police, because that ain't get passed. I ain't get that paper.
proud of? Why they ain't stopped it when they did that? Okay, see, there we go. There we go. You intellectual dishonest. You can't be putting the fuck about that question. Since you so proud of that patch, when the people who did have that patch pepper spray children, what did y'all do?
They don't work here. Why don't you
Oh, no, I'm asking you. Because you said you proud of this patch. So then what about your fellow officers? Since the U.S. pride in this patch, when the people who did not wear this patch pepper spray children, why did they do that? So I'm asking. Okay, so then what you're saying is that if you see, if they would have seen a citizen, if you would have seen if they would have seen a citizen pepper spray somebody, would they have stepped in?
Oh.
Kurt, see, that's intellectually dishonest. Because I have an open dialogue with you. You ask me a question, I give you an answer. I ask you a question, you try to see around the bush.
Let's see, how many you got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where are you going? You're not leaving. Okay. Okay. Again, everybody's good. Nobody's breaking no laws. They're gonna illegally. Damn, they're gonna do it like that. Did they? Hold on. Did they load that shit up in the paddy wagon? You arrested a canopy? You threw a canopy in a paddy wagon? Damn. They really locked up a canopy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You threw the canopy in the paddy wagon. Come on, man.
Because you are the police officer, the racist people that come by and no, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. You know that's not what I'm talking about. Is that? Don't you think that's a problem? But again, don't you think that is a problem?
No, I have a job. Pay me to do it.
So you don't think that is a problem that you cannot be fully transparent
I am not
with
a
the public?
politician.
Again.
You're talking about the other stuff, all that I'm in favor of all that stuff.
But this is what you don't understand.
Tammy pays you to do a job too. Tammy pays you to do a job too. You shot at her too. Right after you killed her husband. Damn, I'm sorry, Dana. You're right. They still do have yours. They loaded. Damn, they really loaded canopy in the paddy wagon. That's crazy. That's crazy. Over the next 10 days, it's gonna be less than 10 degrees at night. Less than negative 10 degrees at night. And this is what the Rockford Police Department's doing. This is what the Rockford Police Department's doing.
Every day, all day. Never.
Reporters who told me they never before had an officer's name been released that early after the shooting. That's not true.
It is always a release, you're right. It's always a release, but not that soon. Not that soon.
No. Come on, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm having an honest conversation with you, and you telling me how to. You don't know who released the name. No, I think that if you are going to sit here and have this conversation with me and tell me that I'm being
Isn't. How's the scope team going? You're not on scope no more? So last year you got taken off last year? This past year you got taken off? John Rich Isens, you were in charge of the scope team.
Look, and more on the way.
Right?
Like I said, the canopy's already down.
John Rich Isens.
What's the fucking reason? You already got it. The canopy's already down. So then
That's
why did he
Gambini?
fucking leave? Why did he pull back around?
That's Gambini?
Right. How much fucking sense does that make?
Tom! Tom, come over here. Is that Tom? Tom, come over to chat now. Come have a talk with us now.
Y'all will walk up and talk to us when the fucking police aren't here, but when they come, you want to act like you're scared of us. Make it make fucking sense.
No. Do you think that family wanted to know that person? Do you think that it helped them that they did not have to wait for bureaucracy to know that person's name? Okay, do you think that it helped Denzel's Dubon's family while they sitting trying to get him out of jail? That people are aware of what's happening in the
Kyle, I just want you to say that you don't want people to have structure in negative 10-degree weather. Don't worry, Kurt. I sidestepped them. You're not going to trick me. You're not going to trick me like you did the other day.
Oh, tearing down the memorial shed. Tearing down the memorial shed.
Oh,
That's what they're here for. They said give it all.
okay. Yeah, I see him. Philip Johnson was killed by Armando Soria in the backseat of his car. Philip Johnson was in the backseat when Armando Soria shot him in the chest over at least 3 to 4 times.
Step back from them so they can do their work. Step back from them so they can do their work.
I'm not in their way. I'm not
Step back
interfering.
right now.
I'm not interfering when they're. I'm not interfering in them in any way. I'm gonna walk past. I'm gonna walk past. I'm gonna walk past. This is a sidewalk.
If you want to go,
I'm gonna go that way if I want to go that way.
you're not going to go that way.
All right.
Well, they're working here.
Not while they're working here. I'll go out here then. This is what they got going on. Philip Johnson. Say their name square. Philip Johnson. Philip Johnson was killed. Philip Johnson was killed January 28th of 2012.
But you wouldn't know because you don't know about it.
Not only has the city robbed us of the canopy we put up last night, they threw it in a paddy wagon, but they are also tearing down the memorials right now. February, Black History Month, they are covering up their crimes. They are covering up their crimes and their past history of extensive police terrorism, specifically on black people. Here we go. This is Mark Anthony Barmore. He was killed by Stan North and Oda Poole, August 24th. Look what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. They are ripping up his. Stop and think about what you're doing for a second. You are ripping up someone's face right now. You are ripping up somebody's. You are tearing down somebody's name. You are tearing down somebody's death date. You are tearing up and destroying a picture of somebody. All for what, Kyle? All for what, Kyle? I just want you to know who this is. This is Kyle Saunders, the Director of Public Works. This is Kyle Saunders, the Director of Public Works. This is what he chose to do on a Friday, right before a polar vortex. This is what he chose to do. Come on, I'll go the whole way with you. I'll go the whole way with you. You sure you can tear down Logan Bell's name all by yourself? You sure you can rip up Logan Bell's picture all by yourself, Brandon? Here we go. Look what they're on. What do you want, Fabiani? We're good. Oh, that's not Fabiani. That's old. Think about what you're doing. Tearing down, cutting up this man's face. The City of Rockford employees already killed him. You gotta cut up his face too? Look at what you are doing right now. Kyle Saunders, Director of Public Works. You are cutting up a man's picture. You are cutting up a man's name. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Look, they know where they're all at too. They know where they're all at too. They filled up one garbage bag. They filled up one garbage bag with names and pictures. They cut up the pictures of these victims' face. This is what they chose to do. Kyle Saunders, Director of Public Works.
This is Denzel Duvant. This is their handiwork. This is their handiwork.
Right here with Demetrius Bennett. Right here with Demetrius Bennett. Brandon, how do you feel about cutting up a man's face? Go ahead. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. That's a man's picture. That's a man's picture that somebody was murdered. Somebody was murdered. You just cut up his face and threw it in the trash, and you're gonna go back to work like nothing else happened. Like nothing happened at all. You cut up his name, you cut up his picture, you tore it down, and you threw it in the garbage. What's his family gonna think when he sees that? What's his family gonna think when they come by? His uncle comes by a little bit.
This is what they do to shit. This is their handiwork. This is their handiwork. Rockford Police Department. This
Look.
is their handiwork. This is their handiwork. Rockford Police Department. This is their handiwork. This is their handiwork. This is their handiwork.
We're gonna go and make a round at the rest of the memorials before they tore him down. There's Kurt. Kurt's leaving right now. Drove around. My bad, I'm running. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. You know, his family just came by, Shannon Graves. Shannon Graves' family just came by. You know how he was killed? You know how many times they tased him? Ripping up a picture, tearing his name down, and throwing it into a garbage bag. Throwing it into a garbage bag. Tearing his name up, Kyle Saunders, Director of Public Works, tearing his name up and throwing it into a garbage bag. I just want you to think about that. In any other setting, in any other memorial, to tear somebody's picture up, to rip down their name, and to throw it in a garbage bag. Think about what you would do. If that was your aunt, if that was your uncle, if that was your cousin, that was your brother, that was your son, and you saw people cut up their pictures, tear down their name, and throw it in garbage bags and throw it away. Treat it like trash. Treat it like trash. Well, this is just a normal day for Kyle. This is just a normal day. Kyle loves doing this one. Kyle loves doing this one. You can tell he gets You can tell Kyle gets a real good joy out of this one.
They doing this all the time. They going back up.
Mikey Sago.
They going
Mikey
back up.
Sago. Mikey Sago was 16 years old when he was killed.
They will go back up.
16 years old.
They will go back up. This is the
There you
city
go.
of Rockford. This is the city of Rockford. This is the city of Rockford government.
Go ahead.
The same way that
Go ahead. Cut up his picture.
The same way that slaveholders thought they was doing the
Go
right
ahead.
thing.
Cut up his picture, Kyle.
The same thing.
Cut up his picture.
The Rockford Police
Cut up his
Department
picture and tear down his name like you have done to everyone. Go ahead. Tear down his name.
going back up.
Go ahead. No.
Continue to do this
Tear down.
on a
Go
regular
ahead.
basis, and they will go back up. They will continue to do this on a regular
This
basis.
is the
They will
third
go
time
back
they have
up.
torn these memorials down.
They purposely chose when the police was here to do this to try to use this distraction. They will go back up. They will continue to do this. It will be a reminder that this is the city of Rockford and its officials. This is how they feel about the victims of people of police brutality. They want it covered up. They want it hidden. They want it in the trash. Don't think for a second that they are held to some kind of law that's making them do this and they're doing this against their will or somebody got a gun to their head. This is by choice. This is by choice. It is memorials and pictures and posters all
Look what
up and
they're
down
doing.
light poles in this city. You
Look
don't
at what
see
they're
them going
doing.
down when they go into these because of where they at and the people that's on them. They will go back up.
Look what they're doing. Let me ask you that question again. In any walk of life,
Will go back
when is it all right to tear down a picture of somebody's face, to cut up a memorial, to cut up a name?
They will go back up. They will go back up.
Go ahead.
They will go back
Eddie
up.
Patterson,
They will go back up.
November 5th,
They will go back up.
2000, was that 17 or 18? I think 17.
This is the city of Rockford government. All of their names is online. Kyle Saunders. Just make sure that people understand in the future and historically that all these people are remembered for their actions.
Eddie Patterson has been vilified,
These will go up.
dehumanized.
Your fucking ass crack away, guy.
Since November 5th of 2017, Eddie Patterson has been vilified and dehumanized. That's what they're doing to him. What's today, February 5th? Also to know, another memorial. We have 13 memorials up before they tore them down. At the end of the day, we'll have 14 memorials because today is the death day of Donald Cooper. You know how Donald Cooper was killed? You know how Donald Cooper was shot and murdered? He was unarmed, running away when he was gunned down. Joseph McCormick died inside the Winnebago County Jail. He died a little over a month after Gino Washington. The conditions inside the jail are absolutely horrific in any state. If it's mental or physical, you will receive no attention to you. Tearing up his picture and throwing it in garbage bags. Tearing down memorials, cutting up pictures, cutting up names. Yep, that's right. That's right. You'll never be able to hide their story. That's right.
Without the assistance of anyone around you.
What?
I hope you fall.
I didn't get that pink bear out that garbage bag before you throw it away. No,
I hope we get it
because it's all just trash to you.
shit all day, every day. Make
It's
a
all-
life out of that shit.
It's all just trash to you.
Just
Think about that. Cutting down memorials, cutting up pictures, throwing stuffed animals, flowers into garbage bags.
fucking pussy, Kyle.
This was Mikey Sago. Mikey Sago was 16-year-old when he was killed. Over there was Mikey Guzman. Mikey Guzman
That's not even a parking spot.
was case just got ruled justified not too long ago. This is over here was Eddie Patterson. Saw them tore that down. Right here was Joseph McCormick down here. We had Shannon Gray. Shannon Gray was tasered 3 times before he was killed. 3 times before he was killed. We're gonna come down here and make sure, look at the other ones. Again, we had 13 memorials up. They've been up in some form since at least December 30th. And this is the 3rd time they tore them down. Any post, any type of statement released by the city of Rockford or by Tom about Black History Month or about the right to peacefully protest, what's more peaceful than a memorial? What's more peaceful than getting awareness of somebody's name? Nobody was hurt during this. Nobody was violated in this. Nobody was threatened during this. But they tore down these memorials. Look at how they did this. Look at how they did this. Demetrius Bennett cut up his face and threw it in a garbage bag. Cut up his face and threw it into his garbage bag. Over here was Kerry Blake. Look at how they do this. Look at how they did this. We just had an event. Kerry Plank's daughters, Kerry Plank's family was just here a little over a month ago. Look at how they did this. Look at how they did this. Logan Bell was 18 years killed. Suicide by cop is not a real thing. It is cops murdering people who are neurologically diverse. I'm gonna get run back to behind City Hall, make sure everything's all right. No, everything's good. Police left. And keep making rounds on these memorials. Oh, they forgot one. They forgot one. Right here we got Jasper Banks. He was killed January 27th, 2007. He was killed outside of Target. He had a confrontation with a cop. Was driving away when got into a car accident. A cop shot him after the car accident. That's what they do. That's what they chose to do. The Rockford Police Department chose to tear down a canopy and throw it in the back of a paddy wagon with somewhere between 10 to 12 police cars here. They tore down a canopy and threw it in a paddy wagon. Just think about that thought for a second. They arrested a canopy. Right here we have Mark Anthony Barmore. He was 23 when he was killed. And look how they did him. Cut up his picture, cut up his face, cut up his name, and threw it in a garbage bag. Oh, they forgot 2. Okay, Miss Rosie. Your son's still up, that's good. It's gonna stay up. Whether they had torn it down or not, it was gonna go back up. That's good. Yeah, I forgot one. Right here, I think I was here when they tore this one down. Gino Washington died inside the Winnebago County Jail. Look how they did him. Look how they did him. We got 13 memorials up. 13 memorials up. They tore down. They accidentally tore down. They wanted to tear down all 13. They accidentally tore down only 11. Threw it in the garbage can. Threw it in the garbage cans. Oh shit, what's going on? They got a canopy. They got a canopy in the back of there. They got a canopy in the back of there. Think about that. That's where your money's going to. They loaded a canopy up in back of there. We had 13 memorials up. We had 2 left. They forgot. I think they had just missed 2. At the end of the day, today's January 5th. At the end of the day, we'll have 14 up. By the end of the day, we'll have 14 up. Tore down a canopy, ripped up, cut up the memorials, threw them in garbage bags. Threw them in garbage bags. Cut up someone's face, threw it in garbage bag. Just make sure everything's good. All the police left. Kyle went back in the building. They didn't give us no chance to take down the canopy. They said we were trespassing from the start. Tore down 11 of the 13 memorials. Mikey, say go. Looks like we're all good, all clear right now. All the police left. Looks like all the police left. Probably gonna be around in the area all day. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this live. If you have anything, real quick, if you have anything to donate to or add to any of the memorials, we'll be here. We'll be outside at City Hall in some form this whole weekend, this whole week. So if you have anything to donate to any of the memorials, please come by and do that. All right, I'm gonna end this live.